All right, we're here at the Gander Mountain Academy, and we're inside of the virtual range, or the V range. Now, Billy, this is a very unique setup that you guys have here. We've looked at the live range before. We know you have the big 300-degree simulators, the 180-degree simulators, but this is really the core of what sets Gander Mountain Academy apart from all other training areas as far as I'm concerned. How do you use it? Why do you use it? What's the best way to use it?
Absolutely. As you know, because you've used the facility, what makes this very special is we're in somewhat of a static environment here. In other words, we're not using real firearms. We're using real Glocks, real Berettas, modified for live fire. What the benefit truly, though, is you don't have any of the dangers. A lot of people today still are very hesitant on a live fire range. And, you know, we have to be very safe in there. We kind of instill the safety in here as well, but that level of danger doesn't exist in here. Most indoor ranges, you can't do the things like we could at like an outdoor range, you know, rolling around on the ground, dropping to knees, and, you know, here we can lower the countertop, and you can basically, this is your stall, and to practice presentation from the holster, shooting multiple, trying to get as fast as you can. A lot of people will push themselves in the live fire, but they truly won't push themselves far enough.
Sure. And that's safety, and obviously that's what we want. We want responsible training. We don't want people being reckless, and we're certainly not suggesting that people will come in here and be reckless, but they can get that extra 5%, they can get that extra 10%. Maybe, for example, I know one of the things that I really advocate in this kind of environment, if you've always carried on the hip, but you're curious about appendix carry and you want to kind of see how it feels, try it out, probably just as good, if not better, to train that in a virtual setting where you're actually presenting and seeing that hole show up into the virtual paper, into the virtual target. You're actually getting some feedback. So I think safety is definitely a huge one. What about the other one I know that's been brought up to me by a lot of your customers is the convenience?
You bet. Well, not just the convenience, the expense.
Exactly, that's what I mean. The
right.
cost, it's easier, it's less expensive to come in and get a lot of reps after you develop skill on the live fire range to come in here.
You show up here to the virtual range, all you need to bring is your person. You don't need to bring ammunition, your own firearm. We provide everything in here. And for those people that are, you know, they're experimenting, you know, buying a firearm is a pretty important purchase. So they can come in here, and granted, we're talking about 2 firearms, but they can get to play with them here. And, you know, they do recoil, not exactly as the real thing, but enough to kind of give them a taste of what to expect.
Sure. So right there, we've got familiarization, right, with what to expect. If you've never shot a Glock, you can come in here and kind of see what it feels like, see how that fits your hand. The Beretta also, of course, maybe other firearms to come. You've got the convenience, you've got the cost, and you made an interesting point. You don't have to bring anything but your person. And, you know, it just dawned on me, you guys have facilities across the whole eastern half of the United States, building more facilities. And the idea is, I travel a lot of people travel. Maybe you didn't bring your firearm, but you're going to be on a temporary assignment somewhere, you know, or maybe you don't have a lot of training ammunition with you, right? So I fly out here, I might have my carry gun, I might have, you know, a few magazines of ammunition I'm going to carry, but I don't actually have, you know, 1,000 rounds of ammunition to practice with while I'm here for 2 or 3 weeks. I can jump into my local Gander Mountain Academy, get some reps, get some practice, really go through the motions, and yet not have to buy ammo, not have to carry my firearm at all, or not have to, you know, deal with the idea of finding a live fire range. I just think it's an amazing opportunity to come in to get safer training, to get more convenient training, and to maybe get that fundamental familiarization. Billy, I appreciate you talking to me about the virtual range here at Gander Mountain Academy.
My pleasure.